Hi, I'm driving back. Driving back from Illinois to Indiana. Wait, gosh, no, that's not right. I'm driving from Indiana back to Illinois. That's what I'm doing. And because I didn't think I'd have a lot of time to write stuff down, I thought the best way to communicate with you would be through a video blog, otherwise known as a vlog, this being my first. Also might be a safety hazard as I'm driving, but I figure it's safer than vlogging while driving. So you can see everybody in the back seat. Say hi. I think at least one of them is asleep. Not the loud one. The loud one's still awake. His name is Benjamin, and I love him. Yeah, you see me. Anyways, so yeah, I ran a marathon yesterday, and now I'm gonna be in the car for 3 hours. I predict I'm gonna be sore when I get out. A little stiff. I can't concentrate. Somebody in the back is saying, hey, mommy. There's two mommies. Really affects my thinking to hear, hey, mommy. So, yes, in case you hadn't heard, I did run a marathon yesterday. I had a goal of 3:40, because that qualifies me for Boston. To be specific, I would have had to have done 3 hours, 40 minutes, and 59 seconds. Faster than that in order to qualify. Or like that's the slowest I could have gone in order to qualify. And I ran it in 3 hours, 40 minutes, 48 seconds. Because I figure why put forth unnecessary effort? Go faster than I need to. Didn't make sense. I put an 11-second cushion in there because, you know, you gotta be a little safer than sorry and whatnot. But, yeah, so I qualified for Boston on my first ever marathon. That's pretty exciting. And what I learned from my first marathon is that goo does not taste, it's not a taste I would go for in the middle of a marathon. It's a very sticky, sickly, sweet, candy type gel in a quantity entirely too much to squeeze all into your mouth at once. So you have to repeatedly squeeze portions of it into your mouth, and then like you don't know really whether or not to just swallow it or to kind of chew it a little bit. Maybe let your saliva break it down, water it down, become more of a drink. I didn't like it. It left a really weird taste in my mouth. Like not really a taste, just a texture. Like there's a film covering my tongue with me craving water. And I brought a water belt, but I had filled the bottles with Gatorade, more sweet stuff. And I didn't feel like more sweet stuff after the goo. So I was living for the next water stop where I could rinse my mouth out. In the meantime, that film in my mouth made me swallow a lot more than I normally would have. And the excessive swallowing led to shorter breaths, which decreased the quality of my run. So in any future marathons I may choose to run, I will put water in my water bottles and try the goo again, because I think the goo had a positive effect on my energy levels. It has caffeine in it, it's got concentrated carbohydrate power, I don't know what it's got in it, sugar. I think it did help me to maintain my energy. I just it was not pleasant to take. So that's my overall review of goo. And another thing that I would say is a helpful tip for running a marathon is when you get to your pace group, make friends with the people in your pace group. get to know their names, give them your names, and then run together. Encourage each other. Talk to each other. Especially if the person you're running with has one of those fancy Garmin watches that... Oh, I was supposed to turn there. Oh, yeah. No, I wasn't. Okay, good. I'm on the right road. Anyways, yeah, make friends with somebody in your pace group. And if they have one of those fancy Garmin watches that tells you your pace, even better. I met Amanda. We became friends. We ran the whole race together, except towards the end she started to slow down. And yeah, the end of a marathon. That's a different lesson altogether. The end of a marathon. Shudder. So yeah, make friends with somebody in your pace group. Another tip. Oh, if you have an iPhone 4 at least, like I do, you will want a waterproof armband for carrying it, because as soon as it starts getting sweaty, it will stop playing music. And like it did for me around mile 12. So I went for over half the marathon with no music. And I prefer music to the sound of my own breathing. So yeah, I have an armband, but it's not waterproof, so it does the same exact thing. In fact, the screen just goes black because of the sweat getting into the iPhone. Maybe the iPhone 3 or 3G or 3GS or whatever, maybe they're better. Maybe they're not as sensitive to moisture, but this latest model, not so good. Yeah, those are my tips for running a marathon. Oh, and you might want to stretch beforehand, and you might want to stretch afterwards. And, oh, if it's like 30 degrees out, and they're handing out these tinfoil blankets at the end of the marathon, and you think, oh, I don't need that, I'm like sweaty, I'm so hot, because I just ran like 26.2 miles, and you pass them up, don't do that. Grab the blanket. Grab the weird, shiny, alien tinfoil blanket, and wrap it around yourself, because in approximately 60 seconds, you're going to start convulsing, shivering, your lips will turn blue. It'll be so cold. Plus, just the physical exertion of running a marathon takes so much out of you that you shiver. And the warmth of the tinfoil blanket probably would have helped. I didn't stop convulsing until I finally gotten back to my hotel room, which I had to walk to, by the way, and ran a hot bath and slipped into it. And that's when I finally stopped shivering. So, yeah, those are my tips for running a marathon. I'll talk to you about the end of a marathon some other time. I'm already at like 8 minutes, and I think that's pretty much nearing, if not over, the end of an appropriate length for a vlog. So, here's your update. Nice to see you. Or nice for you to see me, since I can't see you. I actually just see myself. Bye.